adequate investment and planning, we can make water readily available when or where it is needed. We therefore also need to invest in the quality of the water environment of the regions, these rivers and lakes, which have been severely polluted by social and economic activities. This will give new lease of life to other water-based activities like fishing and farming. For instance, when we talk of reforestation, let us think of restoring not just the hills and mountains, but also restoration of the indigenous plantations of our river and lake basins that support the natural breeding of fish. Our countries, therefore, need to champion the planting of wetland plants like odundu, asau, togo, etc., to safeguard these water bodies, to protect sustainable fishing and other economic activities. For all this to succeed, we need to invest in forward planning. Cities, regions, and countries that succeed are those that invest in and respect the results of planning. Over prolonged periods running into centuries, cities like Paris, Berlin, London, Washington, D.C., and Tokyo, among others, have been able to retain their identity and provide critical services like transportation, health, water, sanitation, energy, education, and fiber optics because they embrace planning from the start and stuck to it. In these cities, the bus stage, the fire station, the train station, the hospital, the university, the recreational park, the social hall, the cinema hall, all remain where the planners designated them to be, and all serve the purpose they were meant to serve. In these cities, you cannot turn a residential area into a commercial center. You cannot create your own bus station or build a house where a sewer plant was meant to be. You cannot turn a pedestrian walkway into a market or turn a public market into a private business. And you cannot turn a cinema hall or a park into a private business or a church. That is the way it should be. That is the way Kisumu must be. Everything in its right place. Today, our greatest source of failure as a country is not the lack of funds, personnel, or knowledge. It is the lack of planning. Our cities are clogged by traffic because we have created bus stages where they were not supposed to be. We have created markets where they were not supposed to be. Sewage systems are not working because we built on, clogged, or broken them. I know this from experience in this city. When we started cleaning this city with the former mayor, who is now a member of parliament for Kisumu Town East, we found people had turned public toilets into residences. Currently, Nairobi is mourning its dead and treating hundreds of injured because the city ignored planning and allowed a gas filling plant where none was supposed to be. Even our roads as a country have become death traps because planning was long discarded. Every bus or matatu owner wants to create its own stage, decides when to leave Nairobi or for Kisumu, or Kisumu for Nairobi, when to arrive and when to embark on the return journey. Our cities and towns need investment, both local and foreign. But investors can't put their money where there is neither order nor planning, nor law. We may thrive in chaos for a while. In the long run, however, we lose. Today, businesses are migrating from Nairobi to Kajiado and Machakos because at some stage, Nairobi abandoned planning and embraced chaos. They are paying for it. It is true that if you don't plan today, you're planning to fail tomorrow. Kisumu must avoid a similar fate by embracing and sticking to planning. In this regard, therefore, I encourage the administration of this county to proceed with its plans to create order that is necessary for the provision of services that in return will attract investment and create the much needed, well-paying jobs for our people. We cannot and we must not thrive in chaos. Building codes, zoning and land use planning that leads to provision and maintenance of services like electricity, water supply, emergency responses, drainage systems, and protection of assets must be adhered to. It cannot be done by an individual. The residents of this city and the entire county must get together and rally behind plans to create a sustainable county and city. The city must remain clean and orderly. It must be bright and well lit at all times. Its citizens and parents must have schools, health facilities, and well-paying jobs. It takes personal commitment of the local administration, the residents, and the elected community leaders. I wish to conclude by congratulating the governor for leading the way. I know that sometimes it is painful, but like I said last time, that nothing comes easy. If you have a boil and you want it expelled, it will be pain. Before a bath, there are bath pangs. The ladies are not comfortable. But after the birth of the baby, the mother will laugh, will smile because she has got a baby. And therefore, we know that there will be pain in what is being done here. It will be unpopular to do this kind of work. Like I know the name that is on the lips of most people in town, one is Balawanga. I congratulate him. It can be done and it must be done. Thank you very much. So I'm done.
Tumpigie His Excellency makofi mazuri. We are left with the two activities, of which I will kindly want to request that Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, Governor, Mama County, Speaker, and they come over so that we can unveil the strategic plan. Thereafter, Mama County will lead us into our next exercise of cake cutting before we wind up. Yeah, yes, MD, please, and the Chairman.
What do you do, Mr. MD? We cut. Okay. Then? There's a what? Countdown. Okay, fine. We're ready.
Countdown. 5.
Kata usiogope. Haya. 4, 3, 2, 1.